Hey everybody, this is Tim Smith with the game Sea of Peril. It's a game for 4 players, and there are rules for 2 and 3 players also. I apologize in advance for the quality of this film. It's pretty bad, so please deal with it. We start off, each player gets 3 cargo cubes, 3 cargo ships, 1 pirate, 1 nobleman. They also have 1 dice that they add into the dice pool. Should be 4 dice in the dice pool. For a game board overview, there are 4 homelands, 1 for each color. In addition, this hexagonal shape is the Sea of Peril. This is all open water. The other off-color slots are called ports, and the only way in and out of a homeland is through these ports. The brown area is out of limits, out of bounds. These are called whirlpools, and they have the for a dice rolling to show you which direction you will go in. Up here we have the League of Movement. This is where players will use their noblemen to choose what actions they're going to take on their turn. For setup, place your 3 cargo cubes in the export slots in your homeland. Place your cargo ships on dry homeland. Place your pirate somewhere out into the sea, not in a whirlpool and not in a port. Usually somewhere far away from where you are. Hold your noblemen aside for later. The objective of the game is to take your cargo ships, move them throughout the sea, across the sea to foreign lands, pick up cargo from the other lands, bring it back to your homeland, and place it in your world domination machine. The first person to get all 3 different colors of cargo cubes wins the game. The game has multiple rounds, and each round consists of 4 phases. The first phase is to roll the dice. As you can see, we pick the highest dice, so blue is the winner, and blue gets to place their nobleman in the choose first slot at the League of Movement. If there's a tie, use the chart. Phase 2, move the pirates according to the dice that was rolled. In this case, yellow got a 5, so they would move into the 1 space in that direction. In this case, it's empty, so that that turn would be over for that pirate. However, if they rolled a 6, then they would if they hit a cargo ship, then that was destroyed and regenerates back in its homeland. If he'd rolled a 1, he would have hit this one. This cargo ship is destroyed, returned to its homeland. This cargo is returned to its home port. If he had rolled a 2 and run into his own countries, doesn't matter. He's also destroyed and returned to his country. If he had rolled a 3 and ended up in the same spot as this other pirate, that's okay. They can sail in formation together. If white rolled a 4, as you can see down here, a 4 is in this direction, taking it off the board. Something that cargo ships cannot do is that pirates can move, and they're magical. They then move off the board and wrap around to where they would be on the other side. So a 4 would bring him over to here. If he'd gotten a 5, he would bring him all the way up to here. And if there had been another ship right there and he'd rolled a 5, he'd take that ship and it would be destroyed. If a pirate goes into the whirlpool, they go in. No pirate or cargo ship is allowed to stay in a whirlpool. They always have to exit, so they re-roll their dice. In this case, he gets a 1, and so he would move out 1. Now, if there was a cargo ship there, that would be destroyed. If there's another pirate ship there, then they would just be in formation together. Phase 3 is choosing movements at the League of Movement. Blue goes first. They pick whatever one of these 8 things that suits what they're looking for. Then it goes in clockwise order, so it would be white would pick, then red, then yellow. In this case, then the next phase for the move order is phase 4, and it goes in turn order left to right. So red will be first, blue second, white third, yellow 4th, and once you're done with your turn, remove your piece. Phase 4 is move your cargo. Here's a few cargo ship rules. Cargo ships can, when they move, they cannot no two cargo ships can occupy the same space. So in this case, red would not be able to move here. They'd have to go around him somehow. A restriction on cargo ships is you cannot have the same two color ships occupying the same port and blocking it. In this case, this is not allowed. Before red moves this other one out, they'd have to move this cargo ship out before they move another one into the port. However, you can have two of different things in there as long as it's not two of the same. It goes for all. For definitions, these are unladen cargo ships. This is a laden cargo ship. This is a laden cargo ship. Only one cargo is allowed per ship. Upon reaching foreign dry land, cargo is automatically uploaded. This ship can stay here as long as it wants before it goes back out into the water. If it's White's turn, he's going into a whirlpool, rolls the dice. If he gets a 6, he would come out onto this cargo, but he cannot. So instead, he just goes clockwise until he finds an open space, and that's where he'll end up. If, for instance, he went into the whirlpool and rolled the dice and came out onto a pirate, then he is destroyed and regenerated, returned back to home base. There are basically 3 move choices from the League of Movement. The first is called the fast start, and it's usually you need to have at least 2 of your ships on your own dry land. You get to move one of them 2 spaces out, and then one more 1 space. Gets you out into the water faster. If, however, you also have the option of not following the fast start and doing 2 unladen moves plus 1 pirate move. That would be an unladen ship, you move 2, or you could distribute it between 2 different ones, and then move your pirate. You're allowed to move the pirate 1 in any direction. When moving a pirate, you cannot move a pirate into a whirlpool or use the pirate to attack directly somebody. You just have to put them in an open space. The second type of move has to do with all-purpose moves. You count how many of your ships are out to sea. So if red picked this, they have 2 right here, 2 ships at sea, so they get 2 all-purpose moves. All-purpose moves means that they can move either their cargo ship, their laden cargo ship, or their pirate up to 2 moves. In addition, any extra moves are added on to that. That includes also a whirlpool reroll if available. The last option, the third option, is called max options. It gives you basically one of everything. You get 1 laden move, 1 unladen move, 1 pirate move, and 1 open water or blockade run. That's basically a hopping maneuver. In this case, if yellow had that turn, they could use that and hop over this pirate. But they have to have an empty space directly on the opposite side. You can also use that in this situation. Red could use this to hop this blockade and end up in their homeland. You just have to make sure that it is a valid. That's it. That's all the options. After 4 phases, then you go ahead and re-roll the dice back to phase 1. Move the pirates, pick your moves, and then go ahead and move again until somebody gets all 3 in their world domination machine. Thank you, and I hope you have fun playing it, and give me any feedback if you had any.